Okay.
Thank you for joining the session today. We are going to illustrate with my colleague a solution-focused brief therapy diamond model session, a part of the session. And we think that it will be useful for other people to get familiar with the format of therapy, how it takes place. Welcome, Victoria. What are your best hopes from meeting with me today?
Um, to be able to stay focused on the client when I'm surprised. They do or say something that surprises me, and it causes me to lose my focus of attention on them, and I and go back and get into my own head and go, oh my gosh, what do I do now? So
Mhm.
for me to be able to stay focused and listen and observe.
And what difference would it make for you if you could stay focused, if you could listen whenever you are being surprised?
Um, I would be more skillful for one thing. I'd be a better solution focused person. Um, I would have more confidence. I
Mm-hmm.
would feel better about myself when
Mm-hmm.
I'm able to do that. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And what were some cases when you felt confident and skilled in the past?
Um, Most of the time I feel like I'm confident. Uh, if Especially if it is something that I'm familiar with. It's usually what I'm surprised. So something happens or somebody says something that I haven't had any experience with. So, um, so I sort of go inside my own head. Um, and when I do that, I lose my focus. So it's most of the time I'm okay. I am dealing with people's best hopes and what they want, and I can ask all kinds of really good questions. It's when they come up with something that I didn't expect or surprised me that I'll get shifted out of being focused.
Mhm. Were there any exceptions when somebody came you with a new topic and you were surprised, but somehow you could maintain your focus on the patient? And what was different about that situation? What led you to stay focused at that time, if you had any cases like this?
Um, Part of it is to be more self-aware. When I've been able to do it, it's that I've caught myself, and
Mhm.
the part of me that's observing is going, you know, refocus. I can literally hear a voice going refocus. Um, so that has been very helpful. Part of it is becoming aware that I've lost my focus. So noticing it, paying attention to what it feels like in my body when that happens and what I'm saying to myself. Um, So a good part of it is just self-awareness and recognizing what's happening.
Mhm. And what do you think helps you to stay focused and to recognize what's happening in your body and around and being present? What's there about you that makes that possible during those times when you can stay focused, even if the patient brings something that makes you surprised?
I think what uh, what's part of its experience. Part of it is, just I've had enough experience. I'm aware of what's going on in my body most of the time. So part of it is experience, and um, um, I think more than anything else, it's back to self-awareness. It's noticing. Um, That and when I caught it in the past and noticed it, and I've gone shifted back and refocused on the client and asked, good questions, it has worked. So the other thing is I've noticed that that clients are okay pretty much with some silence. So it takes me, it can take me like a minute or so um, to catch that I've done this and then refocus and then ask the next question. And I think that I have confidence that the client is okay with the silence because so far they have been. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like sort of trusting the process and that knowing that people can take a while working with a question. And for me, if I get something that's a surprise, um, I could actually ask for just a minute, say, give me a minute to think about this. So
Mm-hmm.
so that's a possibility when that happens. But most of the time, it's just I'm talking to myself and saying, okay, now refocus. No.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I missed what what the client said when I lost it. It's like, what did they say? So in those cases, when that happens, I'll go, would you tell me what you said again? I'm not sure I got all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they will repeat it. And that gives me enough space to sort of recalibrate and settle and be able to ask a good question.
Mm-hmm.
I think
And
that's
which,
mostly it.
yeah, which of your features or skills are you using in order to use this space and silence in a manner that's been helpful for you? And what's there about you that helps you to stay patient, probably, right, with yourself during those times when you are asking for permission to tell it again or to wait? What makes that possible?
I think that I'm comfortable with doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I- I'm just human and they're just human, and humans mess up. And so most people will forgive you if you ask for forgiveness, if you've done something. And uh, I have a fair amount of faith in the process, and and I'm comfortable with not being perfect. I'm
Mm-hmm.
perfectly I'm perfectly okay with not being perfect, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm. So it's a sense of self-compassion and this mindset of that everyone can make mistakes, and this sense of unity, right? That everyone is a human and we are a smaller part of larger group, and being aware of that. So it's all that helps you to stay patient and to wait patiently during those times when there is a silence, right? And how are you using it during those times? Like, what helps you to remember about these thoughts at that very moment when you decide to use this patience or silence or to ask the question again?
Um, I think again, practice and experience. Uh, before I did solution focused work, I did group work. And so, working with groups, you learn to be okay with silence, and you learn that things can surprise you. And when that happens, um, it's acknowledge it and then go with it, and it's okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
sort of like you have permission to be a human being, no matter what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and um, I don't often get off track.
Mm-hmm.
It happens occasionally. and and that's something I really want to be able to come back from quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and when you can do that, when I can do that, I'm better at my job. I'm better at my work, and
Mm-hmm.
and I'm paying more attention to my client versus being in my own head and paying attention to me. So, and I think if you want to be good at doing coaching, or you want to be good at therapy, or you want to be good at almost anything, then it's really important to make sure that you focus on your client and you pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
And
So,
then,
if there was a miracle, and on this day when there would be a miracle, and if you even got confused with something that patient has asked you, and you were surprised, and you could use all of these skills that you have mentioned, such as staying patient, being compassionate with yourself, and thinking about your expertise, that you are skilled. And if you could refocus to the present moment and stay focused on your client, do you think this would help you to be fully present with the client and to feel skilled, to feel good about yourself?
oh, sure, sure.
Mm-hmm. And what would be small signs of it? How you would know that this is happening, that your desired outcome is present?
I would be able to notice more. I would be able to pick up on subtle signals more. That
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I would be paying close attention. So recovery time would be really fast. I might get surprised. I might not, might be, whoa, what just happened here? But instead of worrying about it or thinking about it for any length of time, it just pop right back and go, okay, what's the next question?
And
So
how would your patient notice that you are being present at that moment? How would they know that you are being fully focused on them?
I would be maintaining eye contact with them. I would be asking the next question. I
Mm-hmm.
might be mirroring their body language. It could be any number of different things, but I definitely would be focused on them and have eye contact with them.
Mm-hmm. And what would be different about your interaction, conversation? What would let you know that you are being present at that moment?
That it would flow, that it would be seamless. There could be silences, but they would be comfortable silences. Um, so they would be comfortable in in me asking questions, and I would be comfortable in me asking questions, and I would be comfortable with their responses. So, yeah.
Thank you for answering my questions. I know some of them were difficult, challenging for you. Thank you for your patience. And if you enjoyed the session, you can send me an email and we can meet again for another role play session. I hope it was
Okay.
also useful for other people who were watching. At least they could have some idea on how therapy looks like, psychotherapy looks like. And if you will have any further questions about psychotherapy process, or you would be interested in this type of therapy, we are glad to answer to your questions. You can leave them in the comments. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay.